the Emancipation Support Committee to help us do that this morning. Tash?
Yes, looking forward to it because, as you know, last week Sunday, the Emancipation Support Committee, they hosted the quarterfinals of the 2022 National Spoken Word and National African History Quiz Competition. And joining us this morning, we have on the line with us two wonderful people. But right now, we're going to start off with the Youth Education and Development Program Officer, Khadija Dyer. Good morning, Khadija, and welcome to the Now Morning Show.
Hi, good morning. Good morning to you guys in the studio. Good morning to Trinidad and Tobago. A special good morning to my son who's here with me, made the early trek this morning down from Chaguanas in all the rain.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank goodness that you are safe, and good morning to your son. I know we've been looking forward to this conversation, and it's perfect that he's sitting on this as well because the youth are the main target audience, as well as I think those who observe, because we all learn a lot. So tell us, Khadija, how were the quarterfinals?
Nail biting. We had two games that was really close. Overall, it was a success. At the end was a success, and the children, the students enjoyed themselves. Most importantly, so it's not just. It's a fun way to learn history because we have this notion that history is a boring subject. So we have to come up with a way to present history to the young people in a fun way that they can learn and still have some fun.
Now, I think, of course, the children are having fun. I know also the competition can get quite stiff at times. Thank you for sharing those objectives with us. Now, I know also that there's a lot more behind the scenes when it comes to the objectives of this quiz and also, of course, the spoken word competition. Can you share with us some of those objectives?
So there's about three of the main objectives: to assist in dissemination of information about significant African events worldwide, to inform of the contribution of Africans to world development at the national, regional, and international levels, to assist students in development of the oratory and dramatic skills, that is for the spoken word, because we do have this competition comprised of two separate competitions. The quiz aspect geared towards secondary school children, and the spoken word aspect geared towards primary school children. So the end is to contribute to increased knowledge, understanding, and appreciation and pride as regards the nation's African heritage.
Is there any particular reason why there's a spoken word for the primary school and the quiz for secondary school?
Well, in developing the competition, we know history, most students will not selecting history as one of their subjects for CXC. So the quiz is a sort of way to supplement our system in understanding the history syllabus. And for the primary school, it's also a way to boost their confidence moving from that primary school level into the secondary school level.
So strategic and really necessary for the youth development. Now, I know that this is something that has been in place since 2008. What has the growth been like for the committee since inception till today?
I mean, it has been amazing. I call this competition is my baby, and now I've seen it grown from a baby to a toddler, and now heading into that teenage years. It has been difficult. We do have those moments like, okay, what's happening? But at the end, each year is a success. You know, students are coming up to Miss, I really enjoy this season. I can't wait for next year. Teachers, schools. So originally, when we came up with the idea for the competition, we catered towards the community groups that part of the organization. And in 2011, that year being the International Year for people of African descent, we approached the Ministry of Education, who gave us the permission for that year to take it to schools. And rest is history. Now that we are in secondary schools, we have seen it growing from 8 schools to 10 schools to now 20 schools registering to be a part of the competition. And it's across board. So we have not just government schools, but we also have Asha coming in. We have the um, let's say the non-national schools taking part. We have private schools taking part, the different colleges, and it's just amazing the network that the students build as well. Not just during the competition, but also after the competition, where they share study patterns, they share how to study on the whole and how to get through CXC. They share past papers, so it's just a really amazing journey so far.
It sounds amazing. And I think now that you're sharing the beauty of this competition, it's so much more than just learning about history, which, as you said earlier, not everybody is going to
Yes.
take to, right? But you're also
No.
building families and connections for the future and fostering those relationships
Yes.
for generations. Now, talking about fostering relationships, I know that Republic Bank also came on board in 2012. Is that correct?
Yes, yes. 2012 Republic Bank came on and has been a partner with us. And their team is so amazing. They are there with us, setting up, breaking down. They've held our hands, walking us through it. And just want to say thank you to the management of Republic Bank for being there with us and recognizing that this project is an important project, not just to our students, but also to Trans Tobago on a whole.
Yeah, it's so beautiful to see this continue to grow. So share with us, because of course we're here on the outside looking in, rooting for, the schools, hoping that your favorite's going to win. Let's be frank about it. But what is it like when you are behind the scenes preparing for this competition? What's the energy like?
Um, the energy is high because behind the scenes, we do our own research and production of the booklets for the students to study. And we also do, so like this year, the booklet for the spoken word, we selected calypsos in honor of our 60th anniversary. So we look at nation building calypsos, and the study manual for the secondary school pay a tribute to Emancipation Sport Committee. That's been our 30th anniversary. So we're behind the scenes preparing that, but on the actual day of competitions, with the students cry, so we also cry because we want everyone to win. But at the end, only one school can walk away with the Dr. Olubisi Kupuni Challenge Trophy for the secondary school and the Dr. Pearl and to Pearl Springer Challenge Trophy for the spoken word. But at the end, all schools are winners. We always tell them that for taking up this challenge and not just seeing it as an extra set of work besides their school curriculum, but they also have this to study for, but they really embrace it and they come fine.
Yes. I mean, I can imagine them crying. So we were going to talk a little bit about the prizes, but I know, as you mentioned, the trophy, that is definitely, everybody has set their sights on that trophy for the finals. Khadija, when is
Yes,
the finals?
the finals will be recorded on the 19th of November and aired on TTT, of course, on the 27th of November. So Sunday we had the quarterfinals aired on TTT. This Sunday coming here, the 20th, we'll have the semifinals, and we are going to see St. Francis go up against Holy Faith Convent Penal, both being champions in the past. San Fernando against Naparima Girls College, who won last year, and St. Joseph Girls Convent, San Fernando versus Cuba East Secondary. And from those six schools, four go forward to the finals. Um, Everyone is rooting for everyone to win, but again, only one can walk away.
Yeah, definitely. Only one can walk away. The competition is high, the energy is high as well. And I know that they're already looking forward to the next one. Khadija, do you have any closing comments for Trinidad and Tobago before we end this morning?
I mean, yes. So I just want everyone to really support the project, support the students, especially because, everyone saying that the young people, what are we doing with them? What is happening? But they are so many involved. And, this is just one of those projects to get them involved. We ask them to tune into TTT on Sunday with the entire family and just be a part of it.
Yeah, exactly. Just be a part of it straight from your living room. Of course, you can also stream it live at TTT Live online. Khadija, thank you so much for taking the time out of your morning to be with us. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you so much.
Trinidad and Tobago and the world watching the Now Morning Show. Stay tuned. There's more coming up after this.